In today's fast-paced world, people are constantly told two conflicting things.
Be consistent or go with the flow.
Students are encouraged to follow strict routines. Professionals are told to optimize every hour, and entrepreneurs are praised for either for discipline or for pivoting quickly.
This tension raises an important question. Do we achieve long-term success best by grinding daily through habits or by adapting when circumstances change? Understanding this balance matters because it directly affects productivity, creativity, and even mental health. So, my claim is that long-term success is best achieved through strong, consistent habits that remain flexible enough to adapt to change. While adaptability is necessary in unpredictable situations, habits provide the foundation for sustained effort and growth. Neither extreme, rigid routine nor complete flexibility is effective on its own.
Research strongly supports the idea that consistent habits are essential for long-term success. In Atomic Habits, James Clear explains that success comes from the accumulation of small repeated behaviors over time, not dramatic overnight changes. These habits reduce reliance on motivation by turning effort into routine.
This idea is supported by Angela Duckworth and Martin Seligman's study, which found that self-discipline predicted academic success more accurately than intelligence. Students who consistently regulated their behavior and delayed gratification outperformed peers with higher IQs, showing that sustained effort matters more than raw talent. Additionally, Benjamin Laker's research on productivity demonstrates that focused single-task work produces higher quality outcomes than multitasking. Together, these sources show that consistent habits allow individuals to maintain effort, focus, and progress over time, all of which are essential for long-term success.
However, consistency alone is not enough. Flexibility plays a critical role in adapting to change and avoiding burnout.
Charles Duhigg's analysis of Google's team research reveals that the most successful teams were not those with rigid routines, but those that adapted quickly and prioritized psychological safety. This flexibility allowed teams to innovate and respond effectively to challenges. Similarly, Adam Grant argues that productivity depends more on managing attention than strictly following schedules. He suggests that being responsive to energy levels and changing demands leads to more sustainable success. Sakshi Udavant reinforces this idea by warning that forcing rigid routines can backfire, leading to exhaustion and decreased motivation. These sources show that adaptability protects mental health and allows individuals to respond effectively in dynamic environments.
When these perspectives are considered together, the evidence points towards balance rather than opposition.
Neuroscientific research on habit formation shows that habits increase efficiency by reducing cognitive load, but can also limit adaptability if they become too automatic. This highlights the need for habits that are adjustable rather than rigid.
Leadership research further supports this integration, showing that successful leaders rely on stable core routines while remaining strategically agile. Entrepreneurs, for example, often depend on daily habits for productivity, but must pivot their strategies when conditions change.
This balance also appears in an infographic on the habits of successful entrepreneurs, which highlights consistent routines like focused work and daily planning. At the same time, it shows that these habits function as foundations rather than rigid rules, allowing entrepreneurs to pivot when conditions change.
This demonstrates that habits and adaptability are not opposites, but complementary tools that work best together. Some argue that consistent routines alone are sufficient for long-term success. While discipline is important, research on perfectionism and burnout shows that excessive rigidity can stifle creativity and harm mental well-being. Without this flexibility, habits lose their effectiveness and become limiting rather than empowering. This reinforces the idea that success requires structure that can evolve. Ultimately, long-term success is not a choice between consistency and adaptability, but an understanding of how they work together. Consistent habits provide the foundation for sustained effort and discipline, while flexibility allows growth, resilience, and innovation in changing circumstances. By integrating both, individuals can achieve sustainable success across academics, careers, and life itself.